Welcome back to the lecture series of business communication. In this video, I'm going to discuss a clear-cut idea about verbal and non-verbal communication with the simple examples. Yes, let's get started. What do you mean by verbal communication? Verbal communication is nothing but like the spoken or written words to share the information. For example, a manager says, "Let's have some meeting tomorrow." It's like a spoken language, correct? Secondly, we can say written. An employee writes an email to the report of a problem. So spoken and written, that is generally comes under verbal communication. So you need to remember that whenever you are going to communicate through verbal communication, it should be clear and simple. Avoid technical jargons. Avoid the confusing words. Don't use the technical words. That means jargon should be avoided. Use polite and respectful language so that communication becomes smoother and easier. So there is one ambiguity I can say you, one example. There is one misunderstanding. When someone says, let's talk tomorrow, yes, one person may think that it means face to face. Other person may think that it may be through phone call. It is not clear, no? Let's talk tomorrow means it is not clear either through face to face meeting or through mobile phone or like a phone call or like a Skype or any other communication. Yes. So avoid this kind of communication, right? Yes. Now let's move the important topic, non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication means communicating without words. Like a communication will be through your body language, your tone of voice, or facial expression or gestures. These are comes under non-verbal communication. Let's see some examples. Nodding your head, yes or no. Agreement. Nodding your head means you are agreeing the condition. Yawing your meetings, boredom or disinterest. Right. Similarly, smiling, friendly with the positive. Smiling means like yes, it is actually there is a positive vibe or is agreeing something like that. We can do the assumption. Then frowning, angry or upset. So these are the few examples of non-verbal communication. Let me say why non-verbal communication is important. Sometimes how you say something is more important than what you say. Correct? For example, boss says that thank you for your ideas, but is frowning, not making eye contact, and shaking hands rudely, and non-verbal message shows that he didn't like your idea. That's what. So he's indirectly saying that he didn't like your idea. That's all. He's showing like a angerness, like shaking hand very rudely, and not making eye contact and frowning. Right. Some of non-verbal communications are presented here. It is important. You can have a look on this. So first of all, I would like to mention about body language. It is generally, technically we say kinesis. How we sit, stand, move. So these are comes under body language. Standing the straight shows confidence. Okay. That is actually one of the inference from the non-verbal communication such as kinesis. Second one is called facial expression. Face shows feelings. Smiling means happy. And frowning, it shows upset, of course. Other one is actually eye contact. Eye contact shows the confidence or interest. Looking away, nervous or hold like hiding something if you are not showing the proper eye contact. Other non-verbal communication example is tone of voice. It is technically we call like a paralanguage. How we say something. Loud one means anger, soft tone means calm. Gestures. Gesture is another type of non-verbal communication. Hand and body movements, waving, saying hello. Okay. Another one is actually called proxemics. Proxem is nothing but personal space. How close we stand. Too close means uncomfortable. We have to maintain a certain distance, right? So proxemics also very important. Use of time. Use of time is generally known as, technically we call chronemics. Chronemics is the usage of time. It is also one of the non-verbal communication. Being on time or late. Coming late to the class, not serious. Yes, of course. Next is actually touch. Touch, technically we call like a haptics. Haptics is nothing but communicating with the touch, offering the handshake to greet or respect. Next is actually another type of non-verbal communication is appearance. Clothes and grooming, formal dress, professional attitude and attires. So these are the different type of non-verbal communication. This is just for your information. So by the way, you need to learn about what is chronemics, what is haptics, what is paralanguage, what is kinesis. These are the things you should understand technically because we are learning business communication. As an MBA students, you should understand about the technical terms. Let us summarize. Verbal communication is nothing but spoken or written words. If I talk about the non-verbal communication, it may be like a body language or expression, tone, etc. And you should study the technical terms such as paralanguage, kinesis, proxemics, and chronemics. Similarly, both are important for business communication. Of course, very important. Day-to-day life of business process, we are involving these verbal communication and non-verbal communication. Always make sure that your words and body language should match. So thank you so much for watching this video. I request you to subscribe our channel. Also, I request you to like this particular video. Kindly share with your friends and relatives. Also, kindly give the comments for the improvement. You may give the better suggestions so that I can improve further. Thank you very much for watching this video. Happy learning. I wish you all the very best for your examination as well as for